like I said earlier, I said Git basically it's more like a version control system. Don't let me say it's more like it's actually a version control system. It tracks changes in code and helps you collaborate. And I said think of it like a time machine for your projects that actually helps you manage time and not time per se. I mean, helps you track your code with time. Oh, this particular time, this is what you did. This particular time, this is what you did. And I compared Git versus GitHub. And I told you Git is actually different from GitHub. Git is more like a tool that you use locally for your code changes. It's more like a language that you use. While GitHub is an
Yeah.
online platform that hosts all your Git repository or your collaboration, anything you want to do. That's what this is about. So if we are going to be looking at working with Git, one of the things we need to look out for is coming. I want to make sure. All right. One of the things we have to look out for is downloading Git itself. We need to download Git
Okay.
itself. So if you want to download Git itself, just do Git. Okay, I saw something now. Is that one of the reasons why I don't like using this Edge? Git. Just type Git and then press enter. I hope you can see my screen.
Very well. I can.
Okay. So just press Git and then press enter. Then you go to their platform. Of course, you're using Mac. You need to download the one for Mac.
Yeah. So I download the one for Mac.
Uh, what is it?
I said I need to download the one for Mac.
Yes,
I
so
think
you
I've
click
downloaded
for
it.
Mac. So you click Mac here. Once you click Mac here, you do the normal installation. The
Yes.
installation is not actually very hard. It's actually straightforward.
All right, sir.
So you do the normal installation. So after installing, what you are going to see, I will show you what you are going to see now. You're going to see something like
Okay.
this coming to give you a terminal, and the terminal is called Git Bash. You can see it here.
Yes.
So if I click on open now, look at it. You can see I have this. When I click on open, this is the bash. This is actually how it looks like. This is the Git bash that you're going to be using.
Okay.
But don't worry, your terminal should know your normal terminal. Once you install Git, it should be able to understand, Git, because if I should do Git dash version now, you will see the version of Git I'm using. I did Git hyphen version. Then it shows me I'm using
Yeah.
2.4 points. I know my Git version might be old. I know. So you can see the latest one is 2.51.
Yes.
So
If
mine
you
is
want to
like,
update it now,
yes, you can update it. Yeah, I can update
just
it.
check git dot update.
Hmm?
Is it git hyphen update? I'm just
No, no,
saying.
no, no. There will be a command for it. I've not even tried to like check the command to update it. But let me do Git. You will see how to update it. To update the Git itself. Uh, I've not checked the command to update it, but I know that there's a command for it to update it. And one of the things also that you can do, if you download this particular one and install, it will what? It
Mm-hmm.
will update that particular one. So that's one
Oh,
beautiful thing. Yeah, that's one beautiful thing about it. It will update that particular one. So it doesn't really, take a lot of time. So let's now move to the first thing I want to do in Git. So basically, when you're just starting, you need to set up your Git. And the command for you to use to set up your Git is called git git
config.
config global. You can just copy everything here and put your name in between your name.
Okay.
Once you put your name in between, what you are trying to do is that you are trying to tell Git who you are. That is what you are
Okay.
trying to do. Who you are, your name and your email. Why? Because I said Git is used to track changes, right?
Yes.
Now, will it make sense when it's tracking changes? Let's say we are collaborating. If I should make changes now, you are not aware of the changes I made. No, let's say you are aware of the changes I made. You didn't know I'm the one that made that change, right? So now everybody
Mm-hmm.
match their code together. The what I wrote is bad, is a very wrong one. Maybe I release the API or their API key, the company's API key. I put it inside the code, and then people started seeing it. So now, how do they know who did that thing? How will they know?
It's by the name.
So they will only know when you are, because when you are moving, when you are committing your code, it will tell them that, oh, it is this also person that did this particular commit. Do you get? So
Okay.
they will know
Yes.
who is making changes. They will be able to track who is making changes. They will be able to know, oh, who wrote spaghetti code. Do you get? They will be able
Mm-hmm.
to know, oh, who wrote the bad thing inside this place. That is what Git, that's what this particular command, that's actually what it is for. So you are telling Git that, hello, my name is David, this is my email. That's what you are telling Git here. So the next one is creating a repository.
Okay.
Creating a repository. Like I said repository are same thing as folder.
Okay.
Like your normal folder here.
I
Let's say
get.
web class. This is your folder here. That's what we call repository. So it's not as if they are different.
And
But the only
repository
reason,
direct.
mhm, yeah, repository directory, exactly. The only difference why repository now, why people call it repository more is because that one, Git is already monitoring it. Do you get?
Okay.
Git is already monitoring all the changes that has been made on it. Do you get
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why we call it repository. So the next thing you want to do is when you say you want to initialize a particular repo, don't worry, as we are doing the class, we are going to be doing something with it. So now I'll create a folder here, new, new folder, and I'll call it Git class. Now, if I call it Git class, now I want to do something here. I want to try to open it with share with open. I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking it's a open with VS Code.
If you
I just
just
want to
drag
try
it, okay,
something here.
you don't have VS Code pinned.
I don't have a pin. I don't use VS. I don't use. No, it's not WhatsApp. I want to open now.
Yes.
They are looking the same. I hope I don't have. I know my VS Code cannot be empty. I did. My VS Code can never be empty. All right. So now let's say this particular folder. Now look at this particular folder.
Okay.
You can see this folder. So let's say, for example, we want to initialize this folder, this web class now,
Okay.
web class Windows. So that's this folder now. Let me open our terminal so our terminal can see it. All
Okay.
right. Remember that everything you are doing, the first thing you do is what? Go and recognize yourself with Git, right? That's the first thing you want
Yes.
to do. The next thing is to what? Initialize
Your
your
email.
repo, initialize your root directory.
After getting my name, the next should be initializing my root.
No, after registering your name, I did not say get to, you are registering.
I get after registering my name and email, then
Hmm?
I should initialize what? My directory. I don't
Yes,
get you.
you initialize your directory.
All right.
Yes, after registering your email, your name, you need to initialize your directory. So once you initialize your directory, that's when it becomes a repo. So
Okay.
any changes you start making in that particular folder, Git will start tracking it.
Okay. How do I
Hmm.
now go about doing that?
So now for you to do that, that's what I want to like. I just want to explain how you're going to do it first before doing it itself. So how do you do something like that now? We have a folder. We created this folder, right? This no,
Yes.
this worker now.
Web
I don't
class
understand.
window.
This
So
web class windows.
window.
We've not initialized this folder before. So what we want to
Mm,
do, we want to initialize it. How do we do that? We do git init. Once I do git
okay.
init, so this particular, look at this particular folder. Look at it very well. This is the particular folder. You know, of course, since I've opened this folder using the normal open folder in VS Code, it's
Mm,
actually open something like this here. Look at it. I'm in that
okay.
particular folder. So if I do git init to the folder, look at what will happen. Can you see that it says something? It said initialize empty git
Empty git.
repository. Now, do you notice anything here?
That turned to green.
Mm-hmm.
And put UU in
And it
front of
puts
it.
UU
Mm,
exactly. So that what that UU means is that okay, this particular thing is now being tracked. Git is now tracking it.
okay.
That's what it means. It means Git is now tracking this particular directory. So now the fact that you've initialized it makes it what? Makes it a repository because you are
Mm,
tracking it already. Does that make sense to you?
makes sense.
You are tracking this particular directory already. That's why it's showing that UU. So you've learned how to initialize now. So the next thing we want to look at, this is more like creating, you've created this thing. So I don't want to move to checking status. I don't want to
Sorry,
move
I
to
have a
checking
question.
status. All right, I mean, too.
So if I'm going to start like myself now, is it that I'll just
Yes,
say git init and
yes.
bram
Inside that particular
saved?
folder, yes.
You know, you said I will need to save my name and my email. We did not do that
Okay,
here.
yes. That's because I've done that on my from my own end. But let me do it again so you can actually see. Look at it. This is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if I should come here, look at it. Let me copy this one. I said I've done that. That's why I did not do that. I said you will just copy that particular thing. Or let me do that here. Do I have my git bash here? Okay. So let me paste that here. Where is the
It's not complete. I think you have to
I know.
correct.
I know it's not complete.
Okay.
I just want to see. Okay. So I have my git config, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I want to say username. Okay, good. That's how we used to spoil most of our things. So test run everything. That's the best way someone can learn. So if I should do git user.name, then I'll put my name. I'll come here, I'll say, can you see my
I can
um
see it. I'm seeing it.
okay. So I'll put my name
Yes,
here.
yes, I
I'll say David Domis. It's because I've done it before, that's why I'm not, but I will still do it. Git config global user.name David Domis. If I press enter, it will see me. Do you get? You can see. Git config. Did I not? Okay. I already understand what is going on. Sorry about that.
okay.
There was no space here. So you can see that I've registered a particular name now. Let me come here. Let me cancel this thing. You can see that it's already showing my name. If I should say
Yes,
user dot email, you will see my email. Can you see my email here? You can see that me, I've done
yeah.
that before. So I don't want to like do it again. But I
Okay.
know that it's the Bidomis I used for the user.name, right? So you can see that I've registered
Okay.
mine. So any changes I make is going to automatically detect that I'm the one making that particular change.
Okay.
Is that making
Okay.
sense?
Makes sense.
So the next thing, We want to look at, we've looked at how to register yourself. We've looked at how to initialize a repo, that's creating a repo, turning a directory to a repository, right?
Yes.
That's what we
Yes.
looked at. So the next thing we want to look at is how do we work with directories? That's me teaching you how to work with Linux, how to enter a particular file, how to enter folder, those kind of thing. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if what I just have here is only for Git, but I will try as much as possible to put in to let you understand how to work with folders and everything. So now,
Okay.
command lines, right? I mean, it's not part of Git, though, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
an extra addition that I want to put because I actually learned, I use Linux.
Mm,
So, first thing is that anything you are doing on the browser, hmm, anything
yes.
you are doing on this Windows, on your MacBook, on all this GUI, everything is represented as 0 and 1 to the computer.
Yes. Binary.
Binary. They're all zeros and ones, right? Now,
Yes.
everything you are doing, that they created front end for everything we are doing today. Like, if I should right click, they created front end for this thing. I hope you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yes.
There's a back end code, like at the back
To
of it. There's a back end code to it. Do you get? So now all
yeah.
those things, so that means everything you are doing on the GUI, that's graphic user interface, you can actually do the same thing in the terminal. Everything you are doing, like let's say you want to create a folder, you want to create a file, those kind of thing. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that. You can actually do all these things. You can do them
In terminal.
from your terminal. Yes, from your terminal. That's from either your bash or maybe from your normal terminal.
DSP.
So the first thing I will explain to you is changing directory. How do you change directory? How do you change directory? So when I say how do you change directory, normally if you go to VS Code down, the first thing you want to do, you want to come and be opening the folder here and start looking for the folder up and down. That's the first thing
Mm,
you do, right?
yes.
Hmm. But now, let me now show you something. Let me cancel this VS Code. I believe you can see my screen, right?
Very well.
So if I should do CD, CD means change directory. That means I want to change directory. Is either I'm
Okay.
changing directory to something ahead or I'm changing some directory to something behind. So now you will now see where that directory structure that I taught you in HTML, you see where it comes in handy.
Okay.
If I do CD now, remember I'm going inside a particular place, right?
Okay.
So let's say for
Dot slash.
example, the name of the place, the name of the place I'm going to is OneDrive. Sorry, OneDrive. Let me do it again. Dot slash OneDrive. Can you see it?
Okay. Yes.
But on terminal, it is now backslash, not forward slash. Did you
Okay.
get? On terminal, it is
Okay.
backslash, not forward slash. So when you say on OneDrive, where am I going to? I'm going to I think I should have the web class in the DC. Do I have it? Documents. Okay, I think it's inside documents. Documents. Then I'll say, look at it now. I said CD to OneDrive documents. Look at the other line. What did you do? It has changed directly to that place.
Yes.
So now let's say I want to CD. I'm still going to teach you other things, other command. I'm just going to teach you how to use ls, how to create a file and the likes. So I have CD now. The name of the place I'm going to is web class, right? So I'll do web class Windows. Can you see that the thing has changed directly to web class Windows?
Yes.
So now if I should do code, then I put space dot, that is code this particular directory. If I should press enter, you will see what will happen. Windows is slow. All right. So you can see what happened. It opened my VS Code. Now, how did he open it? It opened it as what?
It
It
opened
opened
it
it with that
as
folder. Do you get?
yes.
It opened it with that particular folder that I was using. That's what it did. So you can see that you can use terminal to do most things you do on your laptop. And I would really
Hmm.
advise you the moment you start learning, the moment after today, don't create file, don't create folder from your GUI. Try as much as possible to create it from your terminal.
From time.
Yes. Try as much as possible to create it from your terminal. As much as possible to create it from your terminal. So now you can see that we've been able to change direction. So let's say we want to go back. What do I do? CD dot dot slash, right?
Yes. But
So how many
backward, I
times
think you
I'm
said
going back?
back.
Yes, it will automatically turn it to backward slash.
Oh,
So now I want to go out of web class, I want to go out of document, I want to go out of OneDrive, I want to go to admin.
one there.
So I'll just do
So that's
1, 2,
another dead.
so if I
Okay.
do CD now and I do, can I say that I'm currently in admin?
Yes.
So that makes sense. So the next one we're going to be looking at is LS. LS.
Okay.
So basically, what LS does is that it lists all the things you have inside a folder.
Sorry, sir.
I said it lists everything you have inside the folder. That's what LS. That's what
L,
it does.
that's like
LS.
list. LS.
Yes, it will list everything you have inside the folder to you. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So now, if I should do LS now, can you see that it's listing a lot of things?
Yes.
That's because I have a lot of things inside it. I have a lot of things inside it. So now let me say I change directly to what? To OneDrive. If I should change directly to OneDrive, I change it to pictures. So let me do ls. Look at it though. Can you see that the thing has reduced? It is now showing me things that are inside a particular folder. Is that making sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. So it will only list what is the app inside a particular folder. So let's say for example now, if I should create a folder, let me create a folder here under documents and I call it, this is my testing phase. You should have something like this. Now, if I want to list the things inside this my testing phase, what will I do? Remember, I
If
will
you
go
want,
out of, I want to list the things inside this is my testing phase. That's what I want to do.
okay,
So now, where will I go? I'll go there. I'll go to documents. Wait, let me even see
okay.
where documents. Okay. So I will say cd inside. This is my testing phase. I'll do ls. Can you see that when I press ls, is it listing anything?
Yes, all the things.
Ah,
This is my
listing
testing
something here.
phase.
What is it listing?
Wait, wait. This is my test. Yeah, okay, like he's repeating that list my testing phase multiple times.
Multiple times. It's not as if it's listing anything. It's not listing everything. The transformer is not listing anything. It's not listing anything here. Do you get? This one is not listing
Okay,
anything. So you don't call it, you don't say listing. It's not just listing, basically. And that's because we don't have anything inside it.
okay. That's why it's red.
Yes. No, no, no. This one is just like an error. Let me clear. So let's do that ls. That's because there's nothing inside it. Like let's say you want to go to a particular building and then you told your guys list everything inside this building and they came, they didn't find anything. That's what it means.
Okay.
So ls now ignores anybody. Let's say ls now saw, let's say, a singlet. If you tell him that, oh, okay,
Just
oh,
one thing.
just one thing is inside this place. Oh, That's what it will do. Do you get?
Okay. Yes.
Mhm. So that's what ls. That's what it will list all everything you have in a document. It will list it to you. That's a major work of ls. Do you
LS.
get? Yeah, that's the major work of ls. So the next one I'm going to look at now, the next one I'm going to look at now is mkdir. Mkdir. So what mkdir basically means is that it means make directory.
I thought as much.
Make directory. So let's say I'm inside testing phase, right? If I do ls now, there's nothing inside. If I do mkdir here and I say, oh, if I should press enter, can you see that it has created it? So let me say ls again. Can you see that when I press ls, it is now showing me something inside um
This is nice.
this
I
this is my
like this.
testing
This one is
phase.
like learning to. It's more or less learning to code just using terminal.
Just using terminal exactly. So that's let's go try to tidy up our needs before Friday. Ah, website that are finished before Friday say they want to tidy up. What are they tidying up? Let's all try to tidy up what needs our attention before Friday. Good evening, all. It's been a while here. Please, we will be having a progress report call by Friday 8 p.m. Remain blessed. Okay. I've tidy up everything I need to tidy up. Now know which maybe it's obvious that designers they've done something here. That's what it means in a team. When designers have done something and then you don't know what they've done on the design as a developer, you're in problem. It will look as if you've not done anything. That's what it will look like. Yeah, it will look as if you've not done anything. But that's actually good as their own. Because as I'm saying tidy up, that means there's a new design there. But I'm not
You
ready
need to
for that
update.
one.
You need to update your version. Your version.
I need to update my version exactly. I need to update but I won't say my own version because it's a design. And then most of this thing is done already. I mean half, let's say half of them is done already. So having all these ones too, it's not even I would say it's not even about version anymore. It's not about version anymore. It's just about like what has been done. But most of them will not want to tell you that oh, they've done a particular update to it. I mean to their designs. 2 years. They won't want to tell you that they've done updates to their designs, but it's their own problem, sure.
That's not nice.
Okay. No, now it might be a button they change. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. It might
But
be
I
the
believe
button
that
color.
whenever they do something like that's why it's called the collaborative and teamwork. If
Hmm.
something is done, carry the other people along.
And they do, but it's just that there are sometimes that there will just be a lot of touch. They won't even know which one. And it's not GitHub. I didn't mean it is a developer kind of thing now. There's no how. Since we are collaborating, I will definitely know because I will see that there's a recent push, there's a recent update that I need to merge. Do you get? So that's the sweet part about learning how to use Git. That's the sweetest part about
Okay.
learning how to use Git. So if you look at
But
this
this
thing
one
now,
only
guys.
works amidst
Mhm.
developers. Like from what you
Yes,
just said, it just works
yes,
amidst developers.
exactly. It works only amidst developers. It doesn't work with designers, just
Okay.
developers alone. Just developers alone. So we've been able to create directory using the mkdir command, right? So mkdir command is not a Git command. It's a Linux command. It's a terminal command. Cd is not a Git command. Ls is not a Git command. I'm just going to teach you some of these things that you can be using, while
Yeah.
working with terminal. Any command that you see that starts with git then follows by something that shows that it's a git command. But any command that it's on its own, you don't need to type git in front of it. That shows that that
Mm,
command is what is just a normal Linux command, is a terminal command. Do you
okay.
get? So this ls, cd, mkdir, they are all what? They are all normal Linux
Yeah,
command.
normal command.
Yes. They are just normal commands. So I believe you've been able to you'll be able to list whatever you have in your directory. If I should ask you list anything you have in your directory, like now the way I inside my VS Code now, if I do ls now, can you see that
Yes.
what
It
did it
just
list to
lists
me? It lists
index
index.html,
and your
then it lists
CSS.
this thing. Exactly. Now coming on. Okay, so it lists index.html, then it's also listing this one to me as well. Now, if you look
Which
at
one is
it,
the mode? Sorry, I want to understand the things it wrote here. It says
yes,
mode minus a slash
yes,
slash slash.
it's just to
Why is
like
it minus?
number them. It's just to it's not minus.
Okay,
It's just to differentiate each lines. Look at it, you can see the mode here. Look at it. It's just to
okay,
differentiate each lines. That's actually what it means. And then one other thing too, this mode also it talks about the permissions that each persons have. But since it's Git, it doesn't really like work with permission like that. Do you get?
okay.
And if you look at it very well, you will see mode, you will see last write time. Last write time. That
Yes,
shows that the last time I wrote into this particular file. Remember, what did you do? We initialized the um we initialized it this evening, right? This particular directory. Is it not this evening
mm,
we initialized it?
yes.
Hmm?
It's just this
We
nice to me.
initialize it. But if you look at the last write time that is showing us, it is telling us that Oga, it was yesterday
Reply.
you wrote last
Okay,
into this thing.
okay. It
Can you see
starts with the
that?
month first.
Yes, it start with the month first, then the date, then the year, and then it gives you time, the last time you wrote into this particular file. So can you see that it's
Wow,
already tracking the time?
exactly. That makes
Mhm.
sense. So
So it track each time and everything. So now if you look at this 881 now, this 881 means that it means the number of lines and columns that you
on
have.
that,
That's what, yes, on that particular file, this index.html file. Makes sense?
yes,
So you can see that it's already listing all those things. So ls will actually help you to list everything you have in your directory. Cd will help you to change directory, while mkdir will help you to create a new directory. And remember, before you start any once you start a project, let's say you've written some code, before you can call it a repository, you need to make sure you initialize it, because that's the first step you need to do. You do git init so you can initialize it. I hope that everything I've said there, I hope that one is very clear.
yes,
Okay, so the next thing you want to look at is how to create files. You've learned to create folder, right?
yes.
We should be able to create file too from terminal. So how do we create files from terminal? So we have a command called touch. We call it touch. So if I say touch um test.html, yeah, you will see what will happen.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Index
Okay,
of
I'm on my
test.
this thing. No, I'm on PowerShell. Come, let me go back to this place.
Okay.
Uh, let me see the okay. Ha, what's going on? Don't I have this thing? Touch index.html? Coming on. I want to see what the term touch is not recognized. That means I used the word that is not correct in here. Blah blah. So what's not the right one? What's not the right one? Let's see.
Still the same thing.
Is it because I am in? I'm coming. This thing should be able to work in. Let me see if it's going to work in Git Bash. Git Bash. Let's see, because it's actually the right command. Because how will I forget command? It's not possible now. Okay, I already know why it's not working. I'm currently working on PowerShell, and PowerShell most times does not support Linux. Do you get?
Okay.
PowerShell most times
What
it
is the
don't, because
difference between PowerShell and Bash?
okay, so the
Do you
difference
know?
between PowerShell and Bash is that now Bash is a Linux base. Bash is basically Bash is just for Git alone, but it is now powered with it supports all Linux command. But you know PowerShell does not support Linux command. Most,
I
or
see.
let me say it supports few of them. You know all these Linux, all these command that you are seeing here, they are all softwares. Someone created them. They are all software. Someone created them. That oh,
Okay.
you can use this to create something. And you know that Linux is open source. When I say open source, someone can just come, build something on it, push it, and everybody will start using it. But for
Okay.
Windows, PowerShell belongs to Windows, right? But for Windows,
Okay.
we don't really have that. We don't have a lot of commands because you remember that Windows made their own device a more GUI friendly that everybody can use. And if you look
Mm-hmm.
at Windows, most of they are not open source. Most of their
Most.
informations are all hidden. You pay for most things. I don't know, it's Nigerians that used to think that Windows is free.
Eh. Me too. I
Yes,
used to think it's free.
Windows is never free. All those Microsoft Word that you are using, you are using the cracked version.
I see.
Windows is never free. Windows is never free. That's why they will give you activation at product key,
Activation code.
activation code.
Mm,
All those activation
like
code,
Photoshop.
they are people buy them. Do you get all those activation code that you're saying? People buy them. So Windows is not free.
Wow.
Windows is not free. Yes, Windows is paid, but it's just because in Nigeria everything we do,
You
we
always find a way around it.
we always find a way around it. That's why we used to think that oh, all these Windows, everything they are not free. All these Microsoft Word that you are using, they are cracked version. They are not free. They are not free.
Mm,
Oh, all those things. So back to what we are saying, right? I'm already giving um Windows and OS explanation. So um we have different type of OS. So now for Linux now, people can build anything on it, a lot of things on it. The reason why Windows came up with PowerShell is so that PowerShell can also accommodate some of the Linux commands. Do you get? But they didn't allow it
yeah.
to like take all the Linux command. So you know that PowerShell now, it is their own software. They can install the software they want to work on it. It is their software. They can decide that oh, we don't want this particular command to work on this particular place. Do you get?
Yes.
So all this touch, all this ls, all this cd that you're seeing, they are all softwares on their own. They are all softwares on their own. So they just install them. So now let's try it out. Let's try bash. Let's see if I should go to bash. Do you know the reason why I'm changing to bash in this place? The reason why I'm changing to bash in this place is that so that I will not come here to start let's say I want to cd now. I have to come here and say ls. You know what ls does, right?
Yes.
So I'll say
Yes.
OneDrive. So if I say OneDrive, I'll do ls. So I'll say ls, I'll say this inside documents, no such file as documents, documents, documents. I'll do ls. So if I do ls, I'll say web class windows. Can you see that I'm also in web class windows now? So you can see
Yes.
when I do ls now, I'm seeing all these things here. So let me do it. Let me do it for my bash. So you can see the same thing I did here, the same thing that is here. The only difference is that this one, remember that I had to like do code from here. That's what I did here. Where is it? Oh, I've cleared it. Remember that I did something like code this particular directory somewhere. Remember
Yes, you did something like
earlier?
that. I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how we opened this particular VS Code, with that particular directory. So now let's say I want to create a new file here. So you can see, let me list the files again. The only file we have inside the web class windows, we have index and we have styles, right? So let's say I
Yes.
want to create a new file using my terminal. What do I do? I will say touch test.html. Oh, can you see it's working? Touch
Yes.
test.html. So if I do ls now, can you see that test is also inside? Can you see it? You can even see it here already. So you can use your command, your terminal to do so many things. You can use your terminal to open Chrome. Normally you come here, you come and tap on Chrome, tap am, you double click. You can use your
Mm.
command line, your terminal to open Chrome. You can use your
How?
command. You, I think you just need to let me do Chrome. Oh, I'm not sure that's the name, but there's a name for Chrome. All the applications you have, there's a name for it to open it. There's a name for it. There's a name for it. There's a name for it. For all the applications that you have, there's a name for it. But I'm just telling you what is possible. Do you get?
Okay.
I'm not trying to tell you what is possible. Mm, I'm trying to remember the command to open Chrome from terminal. Let's say open dash a Google. Let me see. I don't know. My It doesn't work, but shall know that there's a command to
There's
that.
a command to open it.
Yes, just know that there's a command to open it. But I know that there's a command. That I've done that before. When I was trying to learn how to use Git, like how to use command line. I mean, I needed to put my hand in so many things. Do you get?
Yes.
I needed to put my hand in so many things. So that's why I was just trying to learn as many things as possible then. So I'm not sure this is a command to open
Mm.
it. But just understand that there's a command. I will look for the command and tell you, Sha.
Okay,
I
sir.
don't have the command in my head, but I'm just trying to tell you that all these things are actually possible from the command line. All these things are possible from the command line. So we've been able to use touch to create what we want to create, right? We've been able
Yes.
to use touch to create a folder. So we've been able to use mkdir to what? To create a folder. We've been able to use
Folder.
touch to create a file. So I mean, those are just the basic commands you need to know. ls, cd, mkdir, touch. Those are the basic
Touch.
commands. Yes. So now we have another one. cp. Ah, God, I'm not even meant to be doing the normal basic command. We have cp. cp means copy. That's what cp means. It means copy. Did you get that?
Yes.
Let's create another folder inside this place. mkdir. Let's say our our check. Let's say our check. And it's actually faster to create folder. Can you see that the folder is there already? So now
Yes.
let me say I want to copy test.html inside our out check. I didn't know that it's out check I wrote. I
Okay.
wanted to write our check. So let's say I want to copy test.html inside our out check. So I'll do cp. I'll
Okay.
say I'll say test.html. Then I will now say where am I going into? I want to copy it to where? Out check. So now if you look at it very well now, can you see that our test.html is now inside out check? Do you notice it?
Yes.
Let's see
Yes.
the inside out check. So you see it out check. Let me ls. Can you see that test.html is inside it already?
Yes. So we
So you can
press
see
CP.
I didn't press
I
so
want to get.
do,
I want to
do
get that.
cp.
That.
Yes, I did cp test.html. Then I did out check. Then it's copied that particular. So the way it works is that the CP is expecting two values, what you want to copy and the directory where you want to copy it into. Did you
Okay.
get that? What you want to copy, the directory where you want to copy that thing into.
Okay.
That's how it works. So is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next thing that you want to look at, see this thing that I'm teaching you. I'm not even meant to take you all this basic commando. Ah, I'm not. I don't used to teach basic command in this thing because I mean I have to like as the more I keep taking it, the more they keep coming, and then the more it drags us from going
Is
into
our
the
class
normal
recorded?
this thing. Yes, the class is recorded actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm recording the class. So
Okay.
let's say now if for example, you know what we did, we actually copied this one. So let's say for example, we want to move it. We
Okay.
want to move. You know, there's a difference between copy and
Copy
move.
and move. Yes.
All those copy that I used to do that, they will say right click, left click, right click. Let me give you an
Mm.
example. Let me give you an example. My hard drive crashed sometimes ago, let's say 2 years ago or so.
Okay.
So then I just finished learning Git that time. So
Okay.
I noticed that my to copy from my normal GUI, it's kind of slow. Do you know what I did? I just plugged in an external hard drive. Then I used this move, this copy. That's what I used. I picked everything I want to copy. Then I moved it inside that place. It did that, I think, in less than 5 minutes. Everything on my this thing on my laptop in less
Wow.
than 5 minutes. And you know, if I want to move from the normal
I
this
want to
thing, it will
understand,
tell
like,
me
how many gig was your laptop or your hard disk?
the this thing was I think 500,
512.
but 5 years. I didn't have up to
Should not this
12
one is not lose
this thing.
complete to that.
Yes, I know it's only,
Wow.
but I didn't have up to. I'm not sure I have up to 300. I know, of course, I'm not copying everything now. I won't copy videos. I'll just copy important files that I need.
Actually,
Yeah, so that's what I
but
copied.
the speed
But
is
even,
fast.
yes, terminal is actually faster. Didn't you see how we're creating folder? You not see how fast it
Yeah.
is. And you can't compare terminal to normal GUI. So that's one thing. So now let's say you want to move it now. So how do you move? So let's say for example, let me see. So now if I want to go back, look at it very well. If I want to go back to, you know that we moved to, let me do ls here. Remember that we moved to check. If I want to go back to web class window, what do I do? Cd
City.
dot dot.
Yes.
Then I'll come back. Can see I'm back. So now let's do
Yes.
touch another dot
Oh,
html here. So now we've done another dot html here, right? So now
okay.
let's look at it. So let's say I want to move this another dot html. I want to move it to out check. I'll do mv, then I'll say another dot html, then I'll say out check. If I should say it now, can you see that it's no longer here anymore?
Yes.
You can see how fast it
Okay.
is. So
MV is move.
yes, mv is move, cp is copy. If you
Okay.
want to move using your terminal, you use
MV.
mv. But if you want to copy using your terminal, you use cp.
CP.
Yes. So I guess that should be all about basic
But now,
terminal
like
command
you said
lines.
earlier, this one is for Linux. These are Linux commands.
Yes,
They are not
but
Git
it's
commands.
but it works. Yeah, they are not Git commands. They are not Git command at all. They are not Git commands.
But
They
Git
are
will be
not Git
saving it
commands.
as you are working like this.
Yes, because Git is already tracking that particular directory, that particular repo. Git is tracking it already. So whenever you put anything inside, Git will automatically track it. But if it is
Okay.
outside that repo, Git is not tracking. Git has no idea about how it's tracking it. Let me show you an example of how you are going to know if Git is already tracking your file. You know the normal way we write ls, right? You will see that we
Mm.
have outcheck, blah blah inside. Let's do ls dash a. Look at it. Can you see that when I did ls-a, you can see that we have something like dot git, but you are not seeing it.
What is the meaning
That's
of that
what
list slash A? There is list.
eh,
What's that slash A?
slash A means list the invisible. Those are not visible. List them. Those are hidden. List them. Do you get? Look at this particular folder now. Are you seeing .git inside it?
No.
No. So, but you are seeing .git inside this place. That shows that we are listing those files that are not even hidden, that are hidden. Please show me. That's what you just did here. So this is what Git, this is what Git is using to monitor that file. Because of course you don't expect Git to just fly into your laptop now to start moving,
Actually.
to start monitoring. They will install. It's more like, let's say, if a virus is coming to your laptop, it shows that that virus cannot just fly inside it. It installed itself to that place, then it start
Mm,
doing its work. So that is what this one too is doing. So it needs to be inside a particular directory before it start working. Does that make
okay.
sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So that is just that about that. So let's move on quickly to our main this thing today. Wow, we've discussed a lot. All right. So we have something called Git status. Let's start with Git status. We've done Git init. The next one we want to look at is Git status. So what we use status for basically is just to check the status of what we are writing or the code we are writing. So if I should do Git status here, do you see what is writing? It's showing me on branch master, no commit, on tracked files. That is what it's telling me. So now, all these things here, all these you that you are saying that I did not explain to you well before is because I
Mm,
don't want it to look like magic to you. So all this you that you are saying, what it means is that all these files now, fine, they are added to this particular repo, but I am not yet tracking them.
ah,
That is why you are saying untracked files. What it
files.
means is that if you do any update and you don't save, or let's say you do an update now, let's say you do an
It's
update
not.
now,
It's gone.
it's not track yes, it's not tracking it yet. Do you get? So you want to make sure you are tracking all everything. Do you get? So how do you start tracking your files now? That is when it will now lead us to using git add. Git add. So you use git add, then you put dots. That means everything inside this particular directory. Please add everything. Start tracking them. That's what it means. Start tracking everything we have here. So if I should press enter now, you will see that the icon will change. Can you see that the icon is changed already?
Yes. A.
It has changed to A. That shows that Git is already tracking them. So let's do Git status now. Git status to check it. Oh, can you see our Git status is now telling us another message. Before it is telling us on tracked file. Now what is it telling us? It's telling us
Changes to
changes
be
to be
committed.
committed. Changes to be committed. So when I commit my changes, that shows that, oh, I'm ready to push. If I don't commit, I don't push. Now this is where your name comes in. This is where Git will know the person that is pushing. This is where Git will know that the person that is editing, the person that is causing problem. This is where Git will know. Because the moment you commit, this commit now, if you don't register, Git will never push. Do you get? Git will never even
Okay.
commit safe. It will not commit, it will not allow you to commit a message because Git does not recognize you. And if it doesn't recognize you, I mean, there's no way you can push. So this is where that registering of your name and then all these commands that we've been doing since morning, they will actually work without you registering your name. But when it comes to when it comes to committing, pushing, Git will never allow you to do something like that. You have to
Hmm.
register yourself first. Yes, you have to register yourself first. So now we've done Git add, right? We've been able to add that is, we've been able to track our files. So for us to commit our files now, we now have a command. We call it git. Look at it though. We have commit, git commit dash m. Then you put space. Then you now put your commit message. That's the command. git commit dash space, then you now put it inside quotes. So I will say initial commit. That's what I will say here. Initial commit, then I'll close my quote, then I'll press enter. So can you see what is writing here? It is now saying master root commit. That shows that you can see the name I gave it here, the message I gave it here,
Initial commit.
initial commit. You can see it here. So now let's do git status now. When we do git status, what was it showing us? It said nothing to commit,
Um,
working tree clean. That shows that the next thing you need to do is what? Push your code. You are free
right.
to push your code. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let's do git log. Let me do git log for you so you see. When I do git log now, what git log, what it does is that it should list everything that has been happening on this particular thing. Now, are you seeing my name here?
Yes.
Are you
Author.
seeing the very good. So are you seeing the comments here? So Git actually tracks everything you are doing in your code. So can you see that if someone pushed a particular thing, Git will tell them
Is
that,
it
oh, it's this person
this the
that
person?
pushed it. So if someone did one blunder, they wrote one blunder code that actually scattered the whole database or scattered the whole thing, they can easily fish out that person because Git will actually expose the person that, oh, you wrote this thing. Do you get?
But this thing is also that means I have to be protecting my name and email from somebody else.
You can't protect your name and email from those you are working with.
Because if somebody decides to now go and use, let's say I like now want to do this commit,
Mm,
I like want to commit this thing, and like from the
mm,
onset, instead of God forbid, like I'm just trying to be fraudulent in my thinking.
mm,
I want
mm,
to I want to initialize now. I know
mm,
somebody's email and I know his name,
mm,
and then I
Then,
initialize using that person's name.
then you now change your name. Like you go and configure it. You configure it to your name and your email, right?
So the other yeah, to the other person, like I know the person's email
Now,
and I know.
before you can push, let's say if this is your first time, before you can push your code, right? When you put all
Mm-hmm.
these things, Git will verify your GitHub account before you can push. Now, if your email, unless the person has access to your GitHub, like I mean your GitHub itself,
Okay.
do you know what I'm trying to say? If the person has access to your GitHub itself, this email you are seeing here is my GitHub account email.
And
It
if I
doesn't
know
have to
your
be the
like
same.
like that's what I'm saying now. Let's just say okay now I want to start a new file. Now I've seen
Then
your name.
you
The name
can
you
do it.
saved it
Oh,
now is
yes, but for you to push, that's where the problem is. For you to commit and push, for you to push now is going to be a problem because Git will verify and make you log in to that particular email before you can push.
mm, except with your
Yes.
system.
Eh?
Except it is your system.
Yes. If they are on your laptop and they wrote the code and they push, it will show that you are the one because obviously, technically, you are the one.
It is you.
Technically, you're the one. So Git will actually expose everybody. This is what you did so time. It even tell you so dates, so time. You can
So
see.
it's
It's
better.
telling me.
That means once somebody is coding like this, once
mm,
work laptop, no, you guide it with all
you
diligence.
guide it with all everything you have. A work laptop, you guide it with everything you have. You don't allow people to like check code anyhow
Okay.
because as a developer, there are a lot of power into your hands. You can decide to move crazy, and if you move crazy, I mean, a lot of things might go down. Yes, a lot of things might go down. A lot of things might go down. So that's one thing. A lot of things might go down. That's why if a developer laptop is being stolen, hmm, it's always a problem.
Problem to what?
Yeah, it's always a problem. It's not even about pushing or not pushing. It is about the information down the laptop.
Information.
The information down the laptop. Like yesterday, someone reached out to me. I've worked with the person in the past, and then he reached out to me. He was asking me that, oh, He wanted to get hosting, right? So I told him, I said, okay, no problem, that I should share the account password and email with me. It was not like, I've shared it with you before now. I said, sir, you've shared it with me. When did you share it with me? Earlier this year. I don't have it
Ah,
anymore. That's what I told him. I don't have it anymore. Why? I'm protecting it's because of security purpose. You might not really understand me, but me, I understand myself. That's all these things too. I can't keep them. I can't keep them. Keep them on your own end. If mistake is coming from my end, it doesn't even make sense at all. As the developer that I am, that I know all these things, and the mistake should not be coming from my own end. No,
no, it don't
it,
make
should, it
sense.
shouldn't. It shouldn't even happen at all. So that's one of the things we want to put in place. That's one of the things we want to put in place. So you can see that Git will actually expose everybody. So you can see
Yeah,
how your Git status work. You use Git status to check the current state of what you are working on, where you are, your progress. That's what you use Git status to check. Oh, where I am currently. Are my files, are they tracked? Are my files, are they committed? Are my files, are they ready for for are they ready to be pushed? In all those things. That's what you use Git status for. While Git log is just to show you everything you've done, like all the commits that you've made. That's what we
yeah,
use Git log for. So every commit you've made is going to be on Git log. So the next command we want to look at is okay, we've done Git add, we've done Git commit, we've done Git log. Then we want to look at branching. Branching. So if you look at
okay,
something very well, if you notice something very well, the first thing we did when I did um when I did Git status, you saw something like you saw on branch master. And then
master,
if you look
yes.
at it very well, you are seeing master here. Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing master here. You'll be like, which one is master? If I
That's like
see the
I
out,
think that one I'm suspecting new, like the
mm,
main primary page. Is that it?
the reason why you are seeing master there is because the moment you start working, Git will automatically give you a master branch. That's what it's
Okay,
called. It that where you are working currently is a master branch. You can work on multiple branches. Do you get? You can work on more than one branches because, of course, you remember is a version control system. So you want to work in versions. So you use that branch now to create different versions. So you can have, let's say, branch A. Branch A, we have one version of your code. Branch B, you want to continue on branch B. Let's say you've made some blunders on or don't let me even use blunder. Don't let me use negativity. Let me use positivity and positive things. You have a code that is working perfectly. Everything is
okay,
working, but you want to do a test run. Now, for you to do that test run, what will you do? Want to make a copy of that particular original
yeah.
and then do your test run on that copy, or will you do it on the original?
No, no,
No, exactly. So that is where branch. That's actually where it comes in, and also branch is actually useful when you are working with different people. You all don't want to be using the same branch. Of course, you can't, it's not even possible for you to use the same branch. So you have your own branch, and that person will have their own branch, and then we have one main branch. So that means that is where everyone will now merge into. Let's say we merge our
push
own
everything.
together. Yes. So let's say our own is working together. Like let's say I've pushed mine, you've pushed yours, we merge it together, everything works fine. That is when we now merge to the main. Main is
Okay,
our main software. So we don't want anything wrong, anything to go wrong with it. So you
with
don't push to the main directly unless if you are sure of what you've done. Do you get? Or let's say you are the only
yes,
one working. If you are sure of what you've done, you can push to the main branch. But if you are not sure of what, it's not even about sure, it's just a good practice. Push to your own branch, then go and merge
right.
that particular branch together. Don't push directly to the main branch. So
Okay,
does that make sense?
it makes sense. It makes sense.
So now,
So how
for
do I
us to
now
create
push to my own
branch,
branch?
how do you push where?
My own branch. I just put git
You create
branch,
that branch. You create that branch. So now, let's
git
say
branch,
the
and I create
command,
a name.
yes. So the currently now we are on master branch, right? I'll do git branch here. Git branch. Can you see that it lists this one now? What this one does is that it lists all the branches we have. So you can see we
Okay.
have master branch, and this asterisk you're seeing here is to show you the current branch you are currently working on.
Okay. So if you press asterisk, it will bring out.
No, no, no. You don't press it. It's just this one is just an indicator to show you that you are currently on this particular branch. That's what this asterisk means. And you can see it here. You are on master. It's showing that we are on master because I did git branch. Let me do it again. Git branch. Can you see git branch?
Yes.
So let's say for example, I want to create a new branch. I'll just do git branch and I'll call it David. Now, if I should do git branch and I call it David now, look at it very well. If I do git branch again, how many branches is it listing to me?
Two.
Is
David then
listing
master.
two. But now, can you differentiate the one that is active now?
I think it's
Which one is
still the
active?
master. Master is
Eh,
the one
eh,
active.
exactly, because you are seeing this aesthetic and the color is green.
Green.
So it's showing that this particular master, this is where you are currently. So you can see that we now have two branch, right? So now let's say for
Yes.
example, we want to we want to leave this branch, this master branch, we want to go into David branch. So by default, automatically, if you are creating a new branch, the moment you check out, that is the moment you leave this branch and go to the other branch, GitHub will
Mm.
automatically merge what you have in the master branch with the David branch. So you can continue from there. That's it
Okay.
initially when you are starting work. But after that time, once you are doing checkout, you are doing check-in, checkout, it will not merge again. Oh. Do you
Why?
get? It will not merge again because this branch now is a new branch. So it doesn't expect you to start writing from scratch anymore. I don't even get what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It doesn't expect you to start writing from scratch anymore. So it will give
It's
you more like
expecting that everything you
everything.
want to do, you continue in this new one,
Exactly. So
then
everything you want
push
to
it
do,
to the
continue.
old one.
Yes. So it say, oh yeah, do and do continuation. So once you are doing the continuation now, you start doing anything you like. But the moment you start doing Git checkout, you come back to master, then you do some editing on master, then you check out to David. What is on master will not go to David though, because it believes that it has given you enough stats. So you're on your own. Do you
Hmm.
get anything you add, anything you
Has
leave,
to be
you
very
leave.
careful. That means someone has to be very careful in knowing which file one is working on.
Mhm. So that's why I showed you that this is how to know the current branch you are working on. So now if I do git checkout now, checkout, I'll say David here. So now can you see that it says switch to what? To branch David. Are you saying it here?
Yes.
But now after saying switch to branch David, can you see that on this branch David now I have everything here? On this particular branch, I have everything. That's because it gave me everything. So now let's do an example. Let's do an example here. If I just say touch, touch, um, new branch dot html here. Remember that I created this one inside which branch? Eh?
Masters. Thought
What is it?
sorry, you said you
Yeah,
created this one.
it's still the same folder. It's still the same folder, but inside another branch, inside the
Yes,
David
David
branch.
branch. That was where you did this one.
Ehen. So now let's say I want to do git checkout now. Remember, we use git checkout to check out from one branch to another. So I want to do git
Mm,
checkout master. If I want to
master.
check out now, can you see that I've checked out to master? Look at
Yes.
this new branch here. What is it telling us?
Admin at desktop.
It is telling us that switch to branch, right? It's now showing
Yes.
you. What does that mean? It is not tracked. Do you get? It's
I did
showing
not
that,
get this one.
hello, it is showing that this thing is not tracked. Remember now, what does you
Okay.
mean?
Yes. You.
Ehen.
Yes.
It is not tracked. That's what it means. It's not tracked because it does not really remember you. Like it does not really remember me doing this branch
Anything
inside
like
it.
this in the main.
Exactly. So that is why. So let me do git checkout David now. Inside this place now. So I'll just come here. I'll put something here. I'll edit it. So I'll say, let me do git checkout again. Git checkout master. So I'm currently on my master branch. If I do ls now, so when I do ls now, you can see it is, oh, hello, I don't understand this particular one. I have no idea about this one. That's what it's trying to tell you. So we have different branches, right? For example,
Mm,
in this particular place now, if I should say, look at it, oh, if I should say this, I've saved the file, oh. So I say this is branch A and I saved. Now, if I do git checkout, David, let me come here. Let me cancel it and then come over here. Ah, no wonder. Let me delete this one. Kill terminal. All right. Okay. So now this is what we have here currently. So I'll do git status here. Let me do git status. So it's saying on track file. So let me do git add. I've done git add. So I'll do git commit. I'll say done. I've done everything here. So now I will now come here. I'll add extract in here. I won't save it though. I won't save it. I'll just say git checkout.
checkout
Then I'll say
master.
master. I've gone to my master branch.
It says
No, I
error.
didn't. It didn't. It's saying your local changes to the following file will be overwritten by checkout. Please commit your message to touch them before. So it's trying to tell me that please, so the changes you've written, please commit them. So I'll do. Let me do git
Get
status to
commit.
check if it's tracked. Okay, it's not tracked. Let me track it.
Git. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm pressing done. I don't do that when I'm working with people. It's just when I'm tired. Or let's say I've been writing this thing, it's not working. I'll just put done like that. Although your message is meant to communicate what you did. Do you get?
Okay.
Your message is meant to communicate what you did. So it's not as if you be doing, don't go and be doing done. Oh. I beg you. Okay, so now let me say I want to git switch. You can use git switch, you can use git checkout too.
Okay.
You can use any of the two. All right, so I've switched to this one now. So you can see that when I switch now, remember I've switched to this one. Are you seeing our new branch here?
I didn't look at it. Sorry, I was writing.
Hey, but you remember that we created a branch in our in when we were in David, we created a branch. I'm sorry, we created a new
Yes, we
file.
did. A
But
this thing. If
our branch, our new branch .html. But are you seeing that file here?
you've moved it into checkout, I be out check.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Look at it. Let me come here. We created another. We created
Okay.
test.
Okay. Yes.
Let me go back. Let me do git switch back to David. New branch.
Okay.
We
I
wrote
get what you're
different
saying
things
now.
inside. But now when we switch to master,
Master
are we seeing the same
is
thing?
not there.
It's
No,
not there. So you can
it's
see
not
that
updated.
it's not updated anymore. So there are two different files. There are two different working space. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I get the message.
Ehen. So that's how the this thing is. So now let's say for example now remember that I've done commit, I've done everything to that particular place, right?
Yes.
So I want to do git branch here.
It's not GTI.
Git branch. So you can see I'm currently on, let me switch to
Master.
that one so you know that When I'm on David, you will see that I'm on David. For our terminal, it makes it easy for you to know this master here. We already show you that I know
Yes.
this one. So you can see that the asterisk David
So
here.
even the last edge she's telling us most times, David, master, master David, whenever you switch.
Yeah, yes. So that is how we work with
Yeah.
branch. You can have more than one branch. You can have more than one branch. So let's say,
So
for example, you now
once I
push.
just mentioned a branch, once I just mentioned Git branch,
Mm,
then I add name,
mm,
create
mm,
a new branch.
mm-hmm. So now we want to look at connecting your GitHub because that's where we want to look at merging our codes together. So connecting your
Okay.
GitHub to it. So for you to connect your GitHub to it, you need to go to GitHub first. That's the first thing you need to do. GitHub. So once you get to GitHub, you create accounts with them. If you don't have an account, you create with them. Once you create with them, you log in. Hmm. I'm not sure I want to log in my, but I'm not, it
I
won't even
have
show
I
anything.
have I have this account.
So I use my authenticator app for my
Okay.
own security purpose. All right. So where is GitHub? Where is it? Okay. 98345 9. So the authenticator app will just give you random number at each interval. I'm very sure you
Yes.
know what authenticator app does now.
I know. I have this. I even have this account.
Mm-hmm. Come on. This
So
guy
these
is
are your
just
repos.
is just
Oh,
always
guys, work.
posting. Wait, oh, you have my GitHub?
No, I have a GitHub account. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I want to say. So now this is my own account here. So I'll come here. I'll come and create a repository, right? So if I
Okay.
want to if I want to create a repository now, I'll just do new. When last did I push? It's not as if I know it's to push. Oh, I used to push very very well. Yes. Now let me. I think I've left some organizations. Let me go to organizations. I've left some of them. Um, this one is there. I'm in this one. I'm in this one. I'm in this one. I have other ones. So automation that I left recently. That's the company I worked for last. So let's work on our repository. The thing is, you push their repo, you are not pushing to your repo, so it won't show on your repositories. Do you get?
Uh, uh,
So it is
okay. When
personal
I
project
say
that
you
will
are
be
no
showing
longer,
on
it
your
was when you
repository.
are there to be showing on your own because you are still working.
No,
But
it will
since you are,
show on that organization. Like that organization, it will be showing there on
that's what I'm saying.
organization.
That but I believe when somebody is still with the organization, it will still be showing on
Mm-hmm.
your own. But when you are
No,
done, like
their repo will not
leave,
show. Their repo will not show on your own. No. It's not your account now. You're a collaborator there. You are
okay,
collaborating. It's not for you. It's for company now, but you are working for them. All right. So now you saw the
so
way I
wait,
created.
I want to understand. I want to understand that part. How do I do it?
Okay.
That is it. How do I do it that I'll be pushing to their own repo, not my own?
That's what I want to teach you now. So what they do first is that they go to their account. Once you get to
Okay,
your account, the first thing you want to do is to what? Create a new repository. Create a new repository. So I'll create a new repository, although I'll delete it after today. I'll call it web
okay,
class. Then I'll click on create repository.
okay,
So the visibility now you can choose public, you can decide to choose public, you can decide to choose private. Private means people won't see it, and most organizations use private, so people will not see their code. So you cannot easily see their code. Do you get?
yes,
So the next thing now is that after creating that repo, you see that it will take you to this particular page. So
mm,
please don't leave this page though. Don't this page, don't leave it though. Just hold on for it first. The first thing they say you should do, they say you should initialize. Can you see that that is initialize? That's the first thing they say you should do,
Mm-hmm.
right? They say you should add README file. They say you should commit. They say you should change branch. And what do you need to do? You now copy git remote add origin, HTTP, blah, 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 blah. That's what you now copy. You now paste it here.
So the
Okay,
first
what's
thing is to
going
go
on?
and create
Okay.
repository.
Yes, the first thing is create a repository. That's the first thing you need to do. Okay. That's the first thing you need to do. Then you now
So
copy this particular thing here.
after doing that, then
Copy.
others that are joining can now be initializing on this,
Yes.
right?
So, yes, 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 yes.
So if this is the first thing done, and then the
Mm.
repository will not be on your own account, it will be on the company's account that created the repository.
That exactly. That's why I said you should check what I'm going to do. So that repository is not for you. It's for the company. So the repo is going to be on the company's account.
I
Do
was
you get?
thinking we could just start a repository VS from VS Code.
No, 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 no. What you did on VS Code is to turn that particular folder to a repository. But for you now to now work, all those one you did is locally. But for you to now work, like collaborate on the
Mm,
cloud, you need to come and create a
that's
repository here too as well.
the first. Okay, I think
Do you
I'm
get?
getting it
So,
now.
so that is why we want to add um this git remote add origin http. So now all these ones now they are things we've done before, because look at it.
Mm.
Most people they create that repo online, then they initialize, they do all this blah 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 blah, then they start
Which one
working.
is
But you,
readme?
hmm?
Which one is readme? Add readme.
Add readme file is more like the instructions people that want to use your website to follow. It's more like a step-by-step guide, like a manual.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure I've done the project that actually added readme first from here. I added it later, but not from here. I added it later, but not from here. So now, everything you are seeing before that gate remote are things we've done already. We've done the committing, we've done the branch, we've done the
Yeah.
um, we've even done art. We've done something like that where we add file. We've done all those things. So
Mm-hmm.
now, for you to now connect your local repository to the one online, this is now what
Mm-hmm.
you need to do. You now copy that particular line, copy it and paste it here. You can see that I mean to I copied and paste here.
Yes.
So you now press enter. So once
All
you press
right.
enter, it has already seen it that, oh, you are now with that particular place. Then you copy the second one and you push enter here. So now if
Okay.
you look at it very well, let me do Control Z. So if you look at it very well, you will notice that they said git push dash u origin main. And if you look at this
Mm,
place, it is saying git remote add origin, blah, 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 blah. What this thing means, add origin, they are saying that, hello, add origin, this. So now that origin will now be the name. That's going to be like an alias. Do you get?
I don't get. Please recap. Git remote add
You, you
origin.
know, you know, when you go to a place, like when you go to probably some settings, they don't want to call you all your names. They will just give you an
Yeah.
alias,
Yes.
right? So that's just
Mm-hmm.
how it is. You
Okay.
get? That's just how it is. So now that origin is now an alias for all those long link that you are seeing there.
Okay. Okay. So get
Mhm.
push, then
Uh-huh.
then I can give it a name that I want to use as the alias.
Yes. But don't give it another name aside from origin. Please. God bless you. Ah, God bless you. Before you wake up 2 a.m. in the morning and start debugging what is not, please don't do this thing. Oh. All right. So now we did git push dash show origin. Then we want to do git push dash show origin main. That is what we are saying is that hello, I don't want to be doing this particular command again. Once I do git push, you just push. So we are registering a particular branch. That's what we are doing here. So now, which
Okay.
branch are we meant to register? Is it not master? But they are telling us
Yeah.
that it is main. Why are they telling us that it is main? Because that is what they used to see online. So but our own is what? Master. Then I'll press
That's
enter. Then that is all. I want to push our code, like what we've written inside master. I want to push it online. So now I've pushed it online. Let's go and refresh here. You will see our code now. Oh, look at our code. Can you see our code?
yeah.
Can you see our code here? Makes sense.
Yes. Makes sense.
Now, are you seeing that branch here? Eh? Are you seeing our
No.
branch here?
This
No,
is
you
the
are not
main
seeing
one
our
now.
branch.
This is the
Yeah,
masters. This is not
this
the
is that.
branch.
But remember that we are on David branch and we're able to push master branch.
Yes.
That's because we are pushing, right? You can specify which branch you want to push. Makes sense.
Okay.
So you can
Makes sense.
see we
Let's
specify
push David now.
so for you to push David now, what you just need to do, if you push, look at it though. If you say git branch, blah blah, and then I push,
David.
no, no, the thing is, I don't need to write the command again because what I did earlier is that command I put here earlier is to register
Mm.
master as your main push branch.
Okay.
So now I'll remove the dash u now. I'll remove the dash u because I'm not registering it. I'll just say git push origin David. So now if I should push git push origin David now, let's go and see it now. If I should refresh, look at it though. Look at this is what our branch looks like. Oh. Look at it. Can you see that it is not showing anything? But the moment I refresh now, it is now showing how many branch. It's saying that David has a new branch. Oh. Let me refresh. You will see it now. Let me click on master. You can see it is saying branches. So it is trying
Branches.
to load. Yes,
Trying
trying
to
to
load
load.
the
So can you see that it is showing two branch now? So that shows that
yeah.
let me switch to David branch. Let me switch to David branch here. I'll switch to David branch from here. Come on, this is slow. So let me switch to David branch. Okay, can you see David branch? Can you see that we have new
Yeah.
branch inside it?
New branch are so similar.
So now you can decide to compare and what and make a pull request. Pull request in the sense that we are merging the code together. But I want us to do it first from our what? From our terminal. I want to see if that's what we are
Okay.
doing. Because that's the okay. I think that's basically everything I have. So now and that's all with Git. But just that you need someone to explain to you very well. If they don't explain to you
Exactly.
very well, come on, you're on your own. Oh.
Huh.
Hmm. It's true now you're on your own. You just say that you just go and delete some things. You won't be able to understand. All these things I'm explaining to you is based on trial and error. So I need to understand, like, to explain what you need. What you don't need, I won't bring it here. Do you get what you don't need?
Yeah.
I won't bring it here. It's only what you need. What I feel like I use every day. When I say what you need, it's what I use every day. Oh. There are some tags in HTML that people don't use them anymore. But
Tag like
ah, there are a lot of which website are you seeing? Okay, let me say for semantic design now. Most people use divs. They don't use article anymore because the layout they used to build websites back in the day is not the same layout they are using these days.
layout now. Funny enough, people are even modifying things themselves. So
Ehen. So it's not the same layout. So before you can
If
see
just
article
flexibility.
tag, before you can see aside tag, all those kind of tags, you can't see them. You can't see them. People don't use them anymore. You get that's what I mean. So I'll not even advise anybody. The one that I can know, I'll say header, nav, section, footer, div. Those are ones. Those ones are actually important. So now you can see that we've been able to do some major thing here. So we've pushed David branch. Let's now switch to swrtch. Let's switch to master.
Okay.
So now that we've switched back to master now, I want to merge David and master together. How do I do that? I want to merge David and master together. What I just need to do, I'll just do git merge, then I will say David. So can you see that I've merged it together here? Look at it.
Oh,
Can you see that I now have access to this particular one here? See it because I merged it together. So the next thing I will do, I'll come out here, I'll do git status. If I do git status now, can you see that it's telling me that my files are what
files.
not stage for commit. So I'll do
Mhm.
git add, then I'll do git commit
Commit.
dash then I'll say done, then I'll say look at it oh, if I say git push, what git push will do is because I've set that dashu to what master. Remember that I did dashu before earlier. I don't even remember this one. Git push
Yes.
origin that I put dashu here, dashu,
Mm-hmm.
and I put master here.
That is the main.
That's
That's the main.
Yes, this one is just to say that I'm registering this one
This.
as the main push. So if I want to push now, I don't need to be doing all those commands again. I'll just need to do git push, and then it's going to push to that particular branch. If I say git push now, look at it.
Okay.
Oh. Which branch is it going to push to? Master. Remember,
Masters. Yes.
master branch. So now um let's switch to master branch and see if master branch and David branch are in the same level now. Oh, can you see? No, this one is not. Okay, can you see that new branch, master branch is now on the same level with new branch? If you notice something before, it was showing one message here before that
It
clinical
was
pull
edited.
request. Yes, it was because I've merged the code together. That is why it's not showing that thing anymore.
Uh,
Do you get the whole
wow.
logic now?
I get the logic.
Hmm. So there's one more thing you also need to know aside from the Git branch, Git this thing. One more thing you need to know is how to clone. Let's say an organization they created a repo and they said you clone that repo. How do you clone? You come here, they will give
Okay.
you a link to that repo. You come here, you click on code.
Okay.
Once you click on code, I don't know why this thing is slow.
Wow. Clone.
So once you click on code, then you come here, you copy the URL. Look at it. First do I copy the
Yeah.
URL.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've seen
copy the
it.
URL. Then I'll come here, I'll see the outside because of course they are the same file. So I'll see
Okay.
let me check another one. So let's say I'll see the inside playground. So I'll see the inside playground. So I'll now do git clone, then I'll put the link to that particular web repo and I'll press enter. Then it will clone into it and copy everything down. Let's check if it actually copied everything down. Where did we put it? We put it inside playground, right?
Yes.
So let's check it out. Playground. Okay, cool. I'm seeing playground already. So can you see our web class here now? Hmm? Can you see our web
Yes,
class?
I can.
What did we do? What did we do? We cloned the particular repo. That's what we did. Is
Wow.
that very good? Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So,
Speediness of the work.
sorry, I didn't get that.
I said it speeds up the work.
Yeah, it
It
actually
just
speeds up the work. So one thing I'm just trying to, as much as possible, to get you to teach you based on the current situation, to teach you everything like you need to know about Git. So after cloning, right? For example, after you've cloned and everything, I've taught you how to clone, Abby. So this one I've cloned it, you will see it in your this thing. So now, let's say for example, we updated this particular branch. This branch now, we put this is from master and I
okay.
saved. Then I say git add and I say git commit. Hey, I didn't put the last thing. All right, and I say git commit. Then I say, oh, git push. Of course, you know when I push, it's going towards master, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, why is this thing slow to push? Oh, network. Okay, I think it's done. All right. So now let's switch to David. Now, if
David.
I switch to David now, can you see that this thing is not here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now I can now say git pull. If I say git pull, then I will do origin what? Master. So that I can get the latest update in master. So if I do git pull origin master now, press enter. Can you see that I have the updates now?
Ah, it's from my dad. Remember, okay.
Okay, hold on. I said git pull origin master. What I did in master? Remember that I can actually merge them, right?
Yes.
What if I don't want to merge them? I want to pull the latest changes. That's what I want to do. I want to pull the latest changes. How do I do something like that? Hmm?
That's why you just pressed give spool. I be
Git pull. Yes, git pull. I'll just pull it, then I'll start working with it. So basically, that's what, although it's not basic, oh, is a lot of work you need to do. That's one thing you need to know about Git. It's
well.
not simple, but I just have to simplify it. And I'm so sure at least you'll be able to get a lot of things from tonight's
I
class
have.
and
I'm
understand
getting it.
how Git and everything, how it works. So
It's
I will be expecting your repo, your
uh,
assignment. I'll be expecting it as a repo.
rep. Okay.
Yes, that I can clone and also push to. The push I will do, I'll just be giving comments in that repo. So you will pull from your updates. Let's say if I should update the main master branch now. For you to get the updates, won't you pull?
I'll have to pull.
You have to pull. Let's say now me and you are working on one particular thing and we have a master branch. Now you have your own branch, your name Daniel, I have my own David. Now for me to start working, I have to make sure I pull the master branch first. So I will have the latest updates. Do you get?
Yes.
So that is how that is how it
It's
works. That is how Git